It's 7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day.
Did you know that if you show up in the emergency room after you've had a few drinks, your insurance may not cover the cost? And we're not just talking about drunk driving, although that is an element here. Vincent Ferriero, the owner of Sunsure Insurance, joins me now to talk about it. All right, Vincent, I'd never heard this before, but here in Florida, is it true that some insurance companies may deny your claim if you've had a couple of beers or maybe a few glasses of wine?
It's possible. Under Florida law, how the law reads, it specifically says that an insurance company is not responsible for the loss of drunken or under the use of narcotics unless administered by a physician.
So bottom line is, you might have a couple of drinks, you fall down on the street and you break your nose, and the insurance company can come back and say, hey, that's all on you.
It's possible, but it's really at the discretion of the carrier. So depending on the carrier that's involved here, or the insurance company that's involved, it's not necessarily gonna automatically deny it. But the way that the law reads, it's very possible that could happen. Yes.
And I would imagine as times get tougher and margins get shorter, this might be something that we hear more about.
Right. Now the other thing too, though, is anytime you're filing this type of a claim, they'd have to prove that you were actually intoxicated. So in order to prove that you were intoxicated, while you're making your claim either at the hospital or urgent care, they would have to, prove that. And the only way to prove that is through blood alcohol testing or some form of testing to prove that there was alcohol in the system.
And if they didn't take your blood, then really there's no way it's your word against theirs at that point,
Absolutely.
I guess.
Absolutely.
Right, now, DUI is different here in Florida as far as who has to pay. Explain that to us.
Well, with a DUI, that's a criminal offense, actually. And any time a criminal offense is in play, there's no responsibility for your carrier to cover anything resulting from a criminal offense. The law is very clear on that. It specifically says, in state statutes that when a criminal offense has occurred, there's no coverage for that.
So bottom line is, you're paying for the other guy's car, and also you'll have to pay for any damages to yourself, or it could turn into that, right?
Absolutely correct.
All right. Vincent Ferriero, owner of Sunsure Insurance, thanks so much for your time today. Do appreciate it.
Thank you.